Hello guys, today I'm gonna talk about some systems like Linux and Windows. Actually, everybody thinks that Linux copied Ubuntu, or as somebody actually thinks that Ubuntu copied Windows. Actually, none of that is true. So we're gonna have a look at Ubuntu 10.10 and we're gonna see how he looks like. Of course, normal startup. Normal icons, good fonts and everything like that. Nice gadgets though. I think it's even better than Windows 7's gadgets, and better than Windows 10 gadgets, of course. Now we have here an old Ubuntu 14.10. Of course, everything is normal. It almost looks like Windows 7. This startup menu looks like Windows 7. Icons are a bit different. The font is pretty much the same, and of course the mouse in the Ubuntu is same like Windows. And we see that those two systems look alike, but they actually didn't copy themselves. Ubuntu didn't copy Windows, or Windows didn't copy Ubuntu. Now we're gonna take a look at other systems too, to see how they look like. We have here UBUNTU KYLIN 16.10. Of course, looks like Windows 7. The trash can is, well, a bit like older, like from the Windows XP. No, the trash can looks like Windows from Windows 2000, very old one. We have now some shots from Windows 7. Also, almost looks like Ubuntu. We have some gadgets out here. We have a clock, calendar, and some CPU gauges. Of course, they're a bit new, but they are not like from Ubuntu, so they didn't copy it. For the calculator, better than Windows's, but did not copy it. Now let's take a look at Euchre Assistant, one app that changes appearance to your whole system. You can change the looks of the applications and how do you call it? Yeah, file explorers. You can change your network, icon themes, and home. You can change mouse pointer theme, but on the Windows you need to actually go in the file where the pointer is located and change it with something else. But in Ubuntu there is a program for everything. Change the appearance of everything, of the mouse, change the sound and everything. But in Windows it's actually a bit harder. You need to search for some files, change them, and finally you change the appearance of your mouse pointer. But in Windows, you actually, if you want some of your fonts, you need to download them and install them. Yeah, it's pretty hard to do it. But with the Euchre Assistant and Ubuntu, everything is just easy. Now let's take a look at menu, the main control center of Ubuntu. We have a mouse settings. You can change the appearance of it, the speed, sensitivity, timeout, and of course the you actually need to download the pack and change it at your own. But with the Ubuntu you actually get some pictures. And of course, in Windows you need to have a program that is called TuneUp to turn off the applications that you want to be started with the startup. But in Ubuntu you can change that too without TuneUp. You can change the monitor you're using, the resolution, and of course the timeout when the monitor needs to be shut down or computer put to standby mode. And of course, in Ubuntu, you can have you actually have this little feature when you point with your mouse pointer on any MP3 file. He can do a quick review of a file, so you don't need to turn on the program. And of course, that's not the music you wanted. So you need to turn another one and close another one and turn another one and close another one to actually find out which music you want to be played. In Windows 8.1, Windows 8, and Windows 10. watching videos on Ubuntu is actually pretty good, because this player that Ubuntu has, he can play any subtitle. He can play Chinese symbols. He can play any symbols from all languages actually. So you don't need to install some codecs that you need to have to play those symbols, like Chinese symbols, or some symbols from like Arabian. Those weird letters can't be played by some of the players, but this one, SM player, has it all. And of course, when you turn on the video, the subtitles is gonna load as soon as you start. And of course, you can change any resolution. On the start menu, down at the bottom near the power switch button, you can search your own application if you have too many of them. Let's take a look at the GNOME Commander. It's better than Windows's File Explorer. It has 2 pages, so you can quickly copy and paste files to any folder.